former governor of Illinois, Rod Blagojevich. Governor, it's great to see you. What did you make of those comments that we just heard from the Speaker of the House? He essentially said this is the Democratic plan, that they just believe that they should just roam free. It's stunning when you see the revolving door. You see what's happening in New Jersey. You know what happened in your state with Sheridan Gorman.
Well, the Speaker said it right. The Democratic Party today is all about open borders and supporting criminal illegal immigrants and opposing law enforcement, whether they be National Guard or ICE agents or local police, and then working when they have the power, the Democrats, like our Governor Pritzker and Mayor Johnson, actually working at cross purposes with those law enforcement agencies to go find these criminals, many of whom are violent, like Jose Medina, who killed Sheridan Gorman. And notwithstanding the fact that that happened, the alderman woman there, this woman, a Democratic city councilwoman here in Chicago, dismissed that killing as quote unquote wrong place and the wrong time. Let me tell you something, Rita. Jose Medina was in the wrong place at the wrong time in the wrong country, came in the wrong way, because the Democrats are all for that. And what they're trying to do now is they're trying to hide the story, the real story, which I believe is that this guy killed that poor young girl through a gang initiation. He's an illegal immigrant. He's a gangbanger, probably, almost certainly, Tren de Aragua. This was a gang initiation, and Governor Pritzker and Mayor Johnson are trying to cover that up.
Now, why do you believe that? Obviously, we don't know that for a fact at this point, but why do you believe that they may be covering that? It's a gangbanger, you're saying, and an illegal immigrant with a rap sheet.
Because the Democratic narrative is all about supporting illegal immigrants. And it's in Chicago, for example, it's almost a crime if you actually say the phrase illegal immigrant. The Loyola University newspaper had to apologize, chose to apologize for the use of illegal immigrant in connection with Jose Medina, the killer, immediately in the wake of the murder of Sheridan Gorman. And they did that because of the politically correct, woke nature of what the Democratic Party has become. It's almost, well, it's all upside down. So do I think that they're trying to cover this up? Absolutely, because what this does is it contradicts their narrative. Their argument is that criminals aren't coming to America, and it's so obviously not the case. And they have been so active in preventing law enforcement from finding these criminals. They have, frankly, the responsibility for this killing. You can honestly say that Pritzker and Johnson have blood on their hands when it comes to the killing of Sheridan Gorman because of their opposition and obstruction of law enforcement here in Illinois, particularly with ICE, in their efforts to go after these illegal immigrants who are their focus being, of course, the criminal ones.
You know, Governor Blagojevich, before I let you go, I had to ask you about this. I couldn't believe this. My jaw dropped when I saw this yesterday. Washington Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal, she is now actually calling for reparations for illegals over what she says is trauma sustained from ICE. You got to watch this.
Then we also need offensive actions around prosecutions. We need real accountability because at the end of the day, the people that have been inflicting this harm need to be prosecuted. They need to be brought before us and they need to be held account for the trauma that they have created, and we are going to have some form of reparation.
What is your reaction to that, Governor? I don't even know what to say to that.
It's infuriating. I was a twice elected Democratic governor. I was a three-time elected Democratic congressman. And I'm saying to any of your viewers out there who are Democrats, who are thinking about voting Democrat, don't vote for this Democratic Party. These people are lunatics. They are crazy. They're for criminals who are illegal immigrants, and they're against law-abiding citizens who pay taxes here in the United States.
Yeah, it is shocking that she is trying to flip the script, if you will. Governor Rod Blagojevich, thank you very much, the former governor there. We always love seeing you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.